This is the most terrifying strategy of all. The most terrifying young move in history, the Golden Knife Plan. It will make you break out in a cold sweat. There was a man named Wang Mang in the Qin and Qin period. He was the prime minister near the king of Qin, the second most important person in Qin and Qin. The Golden Knife Plan was planned by him. The reason was that Mu Rongqi, a general of former Yan, was persecuted politically. So he had to defect to Qin and Qin, which was good news for Qin and Qin, because Qin dynasty wanted to destroy Yan for a long time, but was afraid of Mu Rongqi. They had been eyeing it for many years, but they didn't dare to act. But no one expected that. Overnight, Mu Rongqi went from mortal enemy to colleague. This made King Fujin of Qin very happy, regardless of the distinction between monarch and subject. He personally traveled thousands of miles to meet Mu Rongqi. How King Fujin of Qin loved talents, it is understandable. But as the top strategist at that time, Wang Mang knew very well that Mu Rongqi had great ambitions. He came to Qin to avoid the limelight. If he wasn't removed, he would become a serious threat to Qin sooner or later. But seeing Fujian treated Mu Rongqi so generously, it was useless to advise. So Wang Mang made up his mind. If you don't kill Mu Rongqi, I will create opportunities for you to kill him. Soon after, Qin launched a war against the Yan. Wang Mang was appointed as the commander-in-chief by the king. The opportunity finally came. First, Wang Mang asked Mu Rong, "Be the vanguard of the army." He had no reason to object. "We are going to fight against Yan, and your son, Mu Rongqi, is a native of Yan. He naturally knows the terrain of Yan kingdom. Now that it belongs to my Qin, he naturally had to show some sincerity." Mu Rongqi naturally couldn't refuse. The night before the expedition, a special guest came to Mu Rongqi's mansion. It was Wang Mang. Wang Mang said that Mu Rongqi used to be a general of former Yan, and came to a banquet to see off Mu Rongqi. To see him off in the long drought and hot weather, Wang Mang said to Mu Rongqi, "I will lead the army tomorrow. After I leave, I might miss you. Why don't you give me something, so that you can take it out and look at it when you miss me?" Mu Rongqi looked at Wang Mang in front of him, although his acting was superb, and almost made himself cry. But after all, they were enemies. What could he give him? After thinking, Mu Rongqi gave the gold knife beside him to Wang Mang. Although it was a golden knife, but it was insignificant to Mu Rongqi. It was not a big deal. At this time, he didn't know that he had fallen into Wang Mang's trap. The army was approaching Luoyang. Wang Mang started another plan. He bribed another owner of the story, Zhen Xi, a close confidant of Mu Rongqi. Wang Mang led his army and joined Mu Rongling's vanguard in Luoyang. At this time, he gave the golden knife to Zhen Xi, asking Zhen Xi to find Mu Rongling, and told Mu Rongling that the commander knew the king of Qin didn't really want to take us in, but to imprison us here. I have seen through this plot. When you see the golden knife, I was already on my way back to Yan, and take this opportunity to return to Yan. Seeing his father's sword here, he no longer doubted, and decided to follow his father back to Yan. Wang Mang sent the news of Mu Rongling's escape back to Chang'an. Mu Rongqi was terrified. It was truly a disaster. He didn't dare to defend himself. He fled in a hurry, but was caught by the pursuers and taken back to Chang'an. Wang Mang thought that King Qin didn't kill Mu Rongqi because he was innocent, who came to him for refuge. He was a rare and valuable general. It was not morally right. But things were different now. They had already made a big mistake. They had to kill them. It removed a big trouble from his mind, but also boosted the morale of our army. It was a win-win situation. But what Wang Mang never expected was that, as a King Fujian, he defended Mu Rongqi with a kind heart. He couldn't punish him in the end. Although this strategy did not achieve the desired effect, however, we can still feel the brilliance and terror of this strategy.